since the days of old, men will search for wealth untold. They would dig for silver and gold and leave the empty homes. And way down south the Everglades, where the black water rolls in a sawgrass sway, the eagles fly and the otters play in the land of Seminole. Blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long lost friend, but I know who you are. Blow, blow, the Okeechobee, all the way up to Minopee. Blow across the Loma Seminole, the alligator and the gar.
What is going on, my reptile junkies? Guys, as the title said, I got eggs. Oh, I could not get home from work fast enough this afternoon. This morning I got up, checked on the snakes like I normally do, and she was in the process of laying. Really don't know how many eggs she's got. Like I said, it's such a long day. I was waiting back and forth calling April. I didn't want her messing with the snake too much, but I had her peeking in and stuff, and let's just get on inside, guys, and see what we got. I cannot wait. Alright guys, like I said out there, I could not get home quick enough to get in here to pull these eggs out. Let's hope for the best. You ready? I'm
Yep.
shaking.
I'm ready.
Oh my god. I left her alone, guys, from this morning. Oh, I can see them. They're pretty. Let's move this. Oh, she's hissing.
Oh, she's not a happy mom.
Ah.
This is the sad part for me. It seems like
right?
it would be better to leave
I'm
them,
sorry,
but
baby.
I know you
I
can't.
know it. I took the bedding off, guys, when I figured she was starting to get close. I was just scared that in the event that it did, the eggs did sit, the stuff would get stuck to them. So I just had her on paper towel.
And she's being
gonna bite
very
me.
upset.
Oh,
Such a good mom.
oh my God, look at 'em.
Holy cow, I had no idea.
8 eggs.
I thought it
Oh
was going
my
to be much
God.
less than that.
It's 8.
Insane. And it doesn't look like any of them are in bad shape right now, anyway.
Oh my God.
All I can see is your arm. Move.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're going to cut. We'll be right back.
Let me get
Oh,
help me
right
out.
here. You want to see one of them first?
Oh, here.
We'll be right back.
All right, this will make it a little easier so I don't rotate them. We're
Oh my
gonna
gosh.
stick them straight up, put them straight in here.
I can't believe she had that many.
That is nuts. Let's see. 4 now.
Well, I think all of them do from what I've seen.
Stuck together.
I'm so sorry for her. We're
Go
sorry we
just
took your babies.
like that.
Oh my God.
Check it out, guys. Man. Perfect eggs right there.
You
She's
did such a
mad.
good job.
I'm sorry, baby. Good job.
Yep, now I'll get you a big fat rat.
8 eggs. Look at that one more time. God, they're all pretty little balloons.
I know.
Gorgeous. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm going to get them over here to the incubator. Alright, guys, I took the simple approach. Cooler, water bottles, y'all know the whole deal. And this thing will fit perfect right here. It's been maintaining. I'm going to incubate them at 88 degrees. It has been maintaining it perfect. The water bottles with that water, I think, helps out tremendously. Let's take one more look at them, and then we're going to close it up. Look at that. Man, they're pretty. Pretty eggs.
Yes.
God, it's working like a champ. Let's get them closed up. Let's get out here to the reptile room, and I guess talk some more about it. Very awesome. I'm so tickled. Oh, I'm so tickled.
Me too.
Guys, I sure hope y'all find that as awesome as I did. I know it was probably sporadic. I don't know. I got to look at the footage, but I done the best I could. Me and April both was so excited, and I was just trying to get those eggs out of there and into the incubator. You know, like I said, guys, this is my first set ever of ball python eggs. I've done bearded dragons. Had a couple of corn snakes before I realized that they were actually illegal in Georgia. But I'm pumped. First try. That's what I bought that banana for. It come from Intelligent Design. Mr. Dave really hooked me up on that snake. I can't thank him enough. He done the job. He done the job. And who knows, you know, my black pastel, she's pretty thick. She didn't give me any signs that she took, but I don't know, I might be setting up another cooler. I know one thing, though, it is going to be a long 55 to 60 days. I can't wait. Got a lot of awesome information from a lot of you guys out there, videos. That knowledge from this YouTube thing, I mean, it is just, it's huge, you know, it's really huge to be able to have this, because I can remember way back when, you know, we had to get books, go to the library, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because I believe the internet has made us a lot more complacent to where you really don't have to retain a lot of that knowledge. You know, it's hard to retain that knowledge with the internet, because, you know, you can just go look it up. It's kind of like with the GPS. I drive a lot with work, and I say that the GPS made me stupider, because I used to be able to tell you everywhere how to get wherever, but since I started using that thing for the last, 10 years, decade or something now, it's made it harder, guys. It has, because your brain doesn't have to focus on it. But I love the YouTube experience. I mean, it has helped me. So I threw a cooler together from watching several different people's videos, too many to mention, that have used that method. So wish me luck. Let Mother Nature do what it can. I've tweaked all the variables that I can tweak. So now it's just fingers crossed and long wait. But another thing I want to talk about in this video, it's been about 2 weeks. And I really haven't made a video, guys. I've been just so torn. I've been down. I really needed this clutch of eggs to kind of boost my spirits back up, you know. It's not that I've been burnt out with the YouTube thing, but for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you know that my little green tree, guys, I have no idea still what really transpired, but I'm going to throw a picture up here of it. You know, yeah, the snake's dead, and I hate to even show it, but I fed him a hopper, curled like normal. Went down, I closed it back, went on about my business, feeding everybody else. About 20 minutes went by, I come back, he wasn't up on his perch, and I looked in, and half of him was in this little water bowl along with the hopper. I have no, I mean, I can just think that maybe when it wrapped, that it went into the water bowl and drowned it itself. As crazy as that sounds, I have no idea. My buddy Steve, Southern Arboreals, I'll leave a link to his channel. He just started YouTube. Y'all check him out. He's real knowledgeable in green trees, and he said he's had them do the same thing, you know, just fine and down. And I still am at a loss for that. I mean, it really crushed me, crushed my spirits. That snake just started changing. And I had this new enclosure here. He's starting to get some size, and that was going to be his new enclosure, and now it's just empty, and I hadn't even cared to even think of putting anything in it. I left his tank up there because it was an empty spot, and every time I went out the door, I was just like, you know, expletive, looking at it. And I've never had that happen. That's the sucky part of this hobby. I mean, you know, not saying that I wish it had been any other snake, but man, those are my favorite, you know. This one just shed, my big one. I love these guys. Where's your head at, buddy? Oh, there it is. It's gonna get poppy for a minute, but there he is. So I still got one. I'm sure I'll be adding another one back, guys. I don't know. But it hadn't been just that. Yeah, losing a snake was a bummer. Anytime you lose an animal, like I said, with this hobby, it's rough. It's really rough. You know, I put a lot of time and effort, just like all you guys do, into these critters, and you know, when you lose one, you're just like, ugh. But other thing is, you know, for myself personally, when I started this YouTube experience, it was to get out and, you know, meet other people that have the same affliction, that enjoy reptiles and stuff. Because, you know, guys, there is a lot of us, but we are a small hobby. You know, everybody that knows what I do, my buddies that come over, they could care less, a lot of them, about this stuff. And, you know, they probably think it's weird. I don't know. It's kind of like my gardening, so it doesn't bother me. But I found myself falling into the drama, the YouTube drama, and there's a lot of it, guys. I swore that I would not fall into that, you know, that I'm just doing this for fun, going to stay away from that, the politics side, and I found myself getting drawn into that. And I really didn't like it, you know. It was kind of taking the fun out. People's channel I used to enjoy watching, I quit enjoying watching it because it was just always, you know, negative. With my job, some of you know, some of you don't, I deal with a lot of handicapped folks with my job, and I deal with a lot of elderly people. So I see some bad stuff. I mean, there's just no other way to put it. You know, I've been doing this since I was 21. I'm 36 now. And I've seen a bunch of bad stuff. And the animals have always been kind of my coping mechanism. I can come home, come in, check on my animals, kind of unwind from the day, and, you know, you're not taking anything out on the kids, or, you know, from having a rough day at work or seeing crap that, you know, just tears you up inside. And you would think after so many years you'd get hard to it, but you really don't, you know. And, well, I was coming home from that, getting, you know, with my animals, and of course I'd check YouTube and see what was going on in the YouTube world, and it'd be something, somebody fussing about, you know, something with YouTube, or this one causing this problem, and oh my God, did you hear about so-and-so saying she had the wrong monitor? I don't even have to tell you guys, because you know, and I don't care. I don't even watch that channel. Don't really care, shouldn't care. Should not care. Should not affect my bubble, because it's just YouTube, somebody I don't even know. It's just somebody that makes videos, but I got drawn into that hype, like, oh, I can't believe that. Can you believe that? And then I had to take a second, because I'm like, why should I freaking care? You know, so what? People make mistakes. We're all people. But when you get in that bigger category of following, people think what you say is the Bible. And I've said that several times, guys. I'm no expert at this at all. I just am a guy that enjoys keeping animals, and I do the best I can to, you know, give the care they can. It's not off subject, but he's watching me. Anyway, so as I was saying, I had found myself kind of getting into that rut, you know, and angry. And I had to really stop and just take a step back and be like, why does that anger me? You know, I'm used to dealing with the pricks, the internet trolls that state the obvious, the people that come on and they comment something just stupid, you know, stupid. And you just kind of have to take that on the chip. A lot of them, I'll just delete it, block them, because evidently they don't watch the channel enough to understand, or, you know, if it's really legitimate concern, I'll listen to that, you know, no doubt. But falling into that trap of caring, you know, what's going on in the YouTube world, and oh God, can you believe what so-and-so did? I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm going to step back from that, you know, and I enjoy, that's the other thing too, is I had somebody tell me that you only comment on certain people's videos with big subscribers. Well, guys, a lot of you that know me know that I do not just comment on big subscriber channels, and I try to avoid them like the plague, to be honest with you, because you get that stigma. But there's folks that there's guys on here I comment and they got 60 subscribers. So, I mean, it's not about that. It's about the people's content I enjoy, and if your content's crap, I'm sorry, I'm not going to shout you out, I'm not going to comment. And I'm sorry to be blunt, but it's something that's really been wearing on my head. And, you know, so much so you start looking into like, man, you know, this YouTube thing, if you can't recognize it, I can see where it can have some really crazy psychological effects on folks, you know. But with that being said, I'm just stepping back. I'm still watching you guys' videos. I know I ain't been active commenting on a lot of you guys' videos, and it's just because I don't want to come across that way that I'm just commenting on your video to get views, and, you know, that's just the most outlandish thing I've ever heard. But gonna step back and just try to go back to the roots of what started this channel, and that was just a love for animals. And everybody that come in that enjoys them, hey, you're welcome. You got a place here. And like I say, though, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy that enjoys keeping animals, and it's kind of my gardening. But I ain't gonna ramble anymore about that. It sucks. Snake died, but I got eggs. I needed that uplift. I mean, guys, whenever It was like 6:30 this morning. Everybody's still asleep, and I slid that thing back, and I could see that first egg in there. I was like, April, you know, she's laying them. I got eggs, and I was from, you know, kind of down here on this in this valley, and it really brought me back up to the plateau, guys. So hopefully I can find time to do more videos. I really enjoy it. Sorry I've been slacking, but I've had a lot on my head, like I just explained. Other than that, I guess that's all I got. Sorry if I bored you too much. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, stay safe. The weekend's coming. 55 to 60 days is going to be a long wait, guys. Appreciate you as always. Thanks again. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.
As I went down